Welcome back to Cooking with Treyvaud. And yes, I am sitting in the fireplace of Mucker's Abbey. But wait till you see this great little recipe that I'm about to show you. Cooking an omelette is one of the most classic and simple dishes to make, and it's pretty much what I get my commies to do when they're applying for a job. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. The rain got against us this day, Tones, didn't it? So we had to cook it indoors. But check this one out. How to cook the perfect omelette, only the way Treyvaud can show you. Enjoy it, guys. We are back, Tones. We can't do outside at the moment because it's lashing rain. Frickin' Irish weather. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are making a beautiful fresh omelette. I want to show you how to do it. Now, so here's what we do. We just crack. The secret to an omelette is good fresh eggs. Plain and simple. And a good size omelette is 3 eggs. Now, let's get this on the go. So for this one, we're going to use a normal omelette. 3 eggs, yolks included. Now, they say classically that you should have no colour underneath the omelette. To be honest with you, that doesn't bother me in the slightest if there's a little bit of colour on it. But classically speaking, and the perfect omelette, if the French guys were watching it, there'd be no colour underneath the omelette. Medium heat, a dollop of butter, and a little bit of olive oil. A teaspoon, half a teaspoon. To be honest with you, that's more for flavour. Now, another secret in making the perfect omelette is do not over whip your eggs. A couple of little twists of the fork and that's grand. And the last secret as well is do not put salt and pepper into your omelette, particularly salt, until the last couple of seconds, because it really does affect and breaks down the texture of the eggs. So let's get a good look at that, Tones. Couple of twists and we're good. Maybe give it a little bit more heat because the pan's just gone on. And in we go with our eggs. 30 seconds in and our eggs are beginning to take action. So what we do is we just basically pull it into the middle and let the middle bit fall back out to the outside. And that's exactly what we're looking for, is those ribbons. Turn down our heat, and now is the time to season it. A little bit of salt, rock salt. I only ever use rock salt when cooking. A little bit of cracked black pepper. Again, take it from the outside in. And let it. I love my omelette a little bit undercooked, to be honest with you. I still love it a little bit runny. So I know there is enough heat in that. How long is that taking? That's about 1.5 minutes because the pan was nice and ready. Now, you can see all the Frenchy guys, they say, oh, bring it down like this. If you don't know how to do this, this is the easiest way to do it. And that's who we aim for, people who don't really know how to cook. Get a palette knife or a normal knife or a wooden spoon or whatever you have. Okay, tilt the pan down and just flip it over and flip it over back. Okay? Keep the pan down like that. Like I told you there, guys, I prefer mine a little bit underdone. So for me, that's perfect. I would take that off right now. But some people want to see their egg fully cooked. So we give it another 30 seconds. If you're like me and that's good for you, take it off. But I'm going to pretend that a lot of people want it a little bit more done. Perfect. The residual heat is cooking that off. Now, if you're right-handed, follow me on this one, Tones. Plate in your left hand, frying pan, pick it up like this, guys, okay? Aim for the middle of the pot, bring it right down. I'm doing it slowly now, and just flip it over. Et voila! Put this here. A little bit of a garnish. This is a simple, plain egg omelette. Don't worry, Tones, I'll twist it around you in a sec now and give you the perfect view of it. A little bit of fresh parsley. Just for a little bit of colour and a little bit of garnish. A little bit of cracked black pepper just on one side. A bit of chefy crap there. Another dish cooked in minutes. A simple 3-egg omelette done in about 2 minutes, Treyvaud style. Now, didn't I tell you guys how easy was that? And I want you to try that at home. There's no point me here cooking, talking to myself or Tones, and you guys not doing this at home, so try it at home. Now, if you remember from the first episode of Cooking with Treyvaud, I showed you how to make the perfect muesli. If not, just go online onto irishtv.ie.com, you'll find it there. But wait to see, with a little bit of muesli and a little bit of imagination, an amazing dish you can make, dessert or great little breakfast. Apple compote with lovely muesli. Check it out, guys. I don't know how many times people have said to me, Treyvaud, would you make a dessert for us, please? So I'm going to make you a few different desserts. And look what we got here, Tones. Click here, guys. Remember we made how to make fresh muesli? Click on that link. I'll show you exactly how to do it. This is a fantastic dessert, or even, Tones, a little kind of a breakfast special starter. Kick me off today. Get in here. What have we done? We have stewed some beautiful apples. And what we've got on that is one cinnamon stick. I shall take it out and show you. One cinnamon stick and a little bit of ground nutmeg and fresh wild honey. And what we do is, did he just lick his fingers? Yes, I did, because I'm at home. Woo-hoo. Okay, so what we did is just stew it down, a little bit of brandy or Calvados, or if you're giving it to kids, a bit of apple juice is fine. Stew it down until it's nice and soft. This is so easy, you are not going to believe it. A little bit of wild honey in with fresh yogurt. And that's just to sweeten it up, because fresh yogurt can be just kind of a little bit bitter at times. So just mix it all up. And would you believe that is the extent of the work for this dish. So here's how we go. We build up. We get a spoon and we fill in a nice fancy glass with our muesli. And you put in maybe, what's that, 3 or 4 spoons, Tones? We put in a bit more because Tones is licking his lips at this dish already. So there we go. Now what we do is we put in a little spoon of our beautiful stewed apple. Look at this, look at the effect of the steam that's coming out through the glass. Beautiful. And now this is as easy as this. Wait till you get the flavour out of this, Tones. It's just amazing. Simple ingredients, done right, and it's just beautiful. Now we get our fantastic yogurt. And yes, the yogurt will melt a little bit, but that's fine. And here's where we get in that extra little bit of sexiness in. White chocolate, grated. Ooh. And when Tones saw me taking out the white chocolate, he was going oohs and ahs and all this kind of stuff. Tones, you're not allowed to eat anything. So simple, just a little shaving of white chocolate, and it's just simple, tasty little flavors. Don't need a huge amount, so get good quality. And just put that into our glass as well. And that, in minutes, because you've clicked to see how to make the hard part, is an absolute superb, simple, very tasty dessert. Check it out, Tones, get it closer. How easy and how amazing was that recipe? And I told you guys, Cooking with Treyvaud is all about interlinking different recipes and making even brand new recipes out of it. Now there's a reason I'm coming out of the dark, because Tones and I have done this series on fresh versus processed food, where I'm trying to show you just how dark the processed world of food is, because you've no idea of the chemicals and toxins and poisons that they're pumping into it. I want to show you how it's much easier, quicker, healthier and cheaper to make fresh food. So check out this one. It's an oldie but it's a goodie, and the message is still fresh. Fresh versus processed potato and leek soup.
Okay guys, fresh versus processed part 4. I think I can't even remember what part it is, but you get the gist now at this stage. And today we're doing potato and leek soup. So here we go, processed stuff. It cost us, what's that, 170. That's not too bad now in fairness, 170 price range. The ingredients: dehydrated potatoes, 18%. Don't forget this is potato and leek soup. Leek, 1%. Let me have a look at the name of this soup again. Potato and leek soup. We've got potatoes, 18%, and leek, 1%. So 19% of the name of the soup is all the ingredients are. Potato starch, lactose, vegetable fat, flavor enhancer, MSG again. What the hell is that? Maltodextrin, wheat, flour, salt, yeast, antioxidants, rosemary extract. Why don't you just put in the rosemary, for God's sake? Salt, onion powder, glucose syrup, milk protein, yeast extract, more wheat flour, modified pea starch, flavorings, dextrose, soy sauce powder and soya sauce, turmeric and vitamins. That's in our processed. We're not seeing that one again, Tones. Now have a guess what I'm going to put into my potato and leek soup. Down here, Tones. Potatoes and leek. I think that makes up an awful lot more than 19% of what we're about to make. And in here, Tones, have a quick look. Crushed garlic, onions, that's just rosemary and thyme blended with a little bit of olive oil. Some olive oil, salt, pepper, and water. There is this myth that goes around about soups that you must put flour into it to thicken it. So let's use our brains here for a second, right? How about we just don't put in as much liquid? Then we don't need flour. And that's the same with most soups. And perfect for all celiacs out there. So just don't put in as much liquid. It's easier to add in a little bit more at the end. Let's get cooking. Okay, Tones, we're going to show you just how easy it is to make soup. Have a look at the pot. A good glug of olive oil. Don't worry. A tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, whatever. Our onions, our garlic, and our herbs. Straight in. Okay, so I've got 1 large onion, about 4 or 5 garlic, and I've got about a tablespoon of fresh herbs. If you can't get the fresh herbs, don't worry guys, use the dried herbs at home. Just as good. I keep telling you, I use them myself at home all the time. They're every bit as good as fresh herbs in my opinion. Okay, about 30 seconds. And now we put in our onions and our leeks and everything. Don't worry about the size of this, and don't worry about that potato that jumped out. Okay, and basically up to me, Tones, what we're looking to do is to fry this for about a minute to release all the natural sweetness from the veg, the potato, the onions and everything. Okay, so 1 minute on a gentle heat. So guys, frying for a minute. Good pinch of salt. A good grind of pepper. And last but not least, our liquid. I'm just using water. You can use vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock, whatever you want. So we're just going to come have a quick look at this here, Tones, for a second. I'm just basically putting enough water up to cover the veg, alright? If I need to add more in later, then I'll add it. But we're basically going to bring that to the boil and simmer until those potatoes are soft. And then we're going to liquidize it. Okay? So that's why it doesn't look too pretty now. So bring it to the boil and simmer. Okay, Tones, come in here and have a quick look close up at this, alright? Here's our potato and leek soup. You can see how that's mushing nicely now. Potatoes lovely and soft. Okay? So we're good to go. Hand blender, pick one of these up guys, 30 or 40 quid in Argos. And we're just going to blitz it. You don't need to see me doing that. I'm going to blitz it and you're going to come back and you'll see it blitzed. Who said men can't multitask? Okay guys, we're just looking at the instructions here. This is fresh versus processed Treyvaud style potato and leek soup. Instructions of the processed crap. Pour in your boiling water, stir well. I love this line. Let settle and enjoy. So let's do what they say. Let's pour in the water, Tones. That looks about the right amount. Let's stir that bad boy up. And then let's let it settle. And Tones, you can taste it. Or we can have our fresh one. Have a look at that now, Tones. Potato and leek soup blitzed. And as I said, for all the celiacs out there, guys, there's not an ounce of flour in there. And if you want a little bit more liquid in it, just add a little bit more water. Our fresh. And all the smart asses are going, the process looks deadly. But here we go. We're going to add a little bit of cream because Tones is on a diet. And there we go, guys. Processed with about 20 different ingredients. Or fresh with about 5 or 6.
5 or 10.
Fresh versus processed.
Fresh food men are back at work again.
Now I hope that makes you think, guys, okay? Because too much processed food is going to put you in one of these a lot sooner than you had planned.
But Cooking with Treyvaud, guys, is all about educating you, showing you great recipes. And coming up next week, Told, I am so excited about this one, baby. It's all our seafood recipes. We've got healthy seafood, we've got not so healthy seafood, we've got amazing dinner party dishes, but most of all, as always, guys, Cooking with Treyvaud is going to bring you so much fun. So tune in, only on Irish TV, on irishtv.ie.com, Sky 191. Tones is saying, hurry up, Treyvaud, we're nearly done. Roll the credits, Tones, we're out of here. See you next week. I hope you're enjoying it.